welcome back to the Los Alamitos preview show. We talked about earlier the progress of Muniz and his big success here at Los Alamitos over the past 3 years. And a ranch that Muniz has stood at has been very prominent in quarter horse racing, the John Firth Ranch. And Orlando Gutierrez caught up with John earlier this week and talked about his ranch and what has been going on out at the John Firth Ranch.
One of the up-and-coming racing operations here in Southern California is John Firth's Ranch, located in Hemet, California, and we're here with the man behind the ranch, John Firth. Tell me a little bit about John Firth Ranch and some of the highlights that people can expect when they go visit your place.
You know, we've been around for about 10 years. I've been a horseshoer in the area for about 34 years, and during the time that the economy got kind of rough and the business started changing, I wasn't making the same living shoeing horses, and I started focusing a lot more on breaking horses in the layups. And I got into doing business with Mr. Ron Hartley and Rod McPherson through John and Carol Cooper, and we started having some success. Then Chuck Treese came along with Hard Hitting and the Hard Hitting group, and about that time we got Ron Seppi for Mr. Hartley, and then we got Muniz. Then we got this last year, we've got Romantic Fire, we had Tuffy, Big Time Wild for McPherson, and things have just been rocking and rolling going forward. The ranch is doing great.
Now, you've mentioned some big names. I mean, you're mentioning Muniz, you're mentioning Romantic Fire, you're mentioning Big Time Wild. All these have qualified to stakes races here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. What specific is your role, working with these horses?
I actually am the hands-on guy with all of it. My wife and I do the breeding, the foaling, the raising, and I break all of the horses. I broke horses when I was a kid, and I came from that background, and I think I still do it old school. We put in a lot of time, a lot of personal care, nice and quiet, do things the right way, and it obviously looks like it's helping them to develop the horses when they get here, and we're having a lot of fun.
So let's take Muniz, for example, bred by the Great Vessel Stallion Farm. They purchased here at the Los Alamitos Equine Sale. So from here, he went to your place, and then you kind of took on a little bit of a more prominent role with the horse, right? Tell us a little bit about Muniz, and what was he like growing up?
Muniz was really a lot of fun, and I've been asked that question several times. What was it like breaking a horse like Muniz? You know, I really never have broke a horse like Muniz. Sometimes when I was breaking Muniz, I thought it was a trick. I thought somebody had already broke him, and he'd already done this before, because every time I did something with the horse, he just mastered it. You showed him what you want, he did it, and I'm like, he acted like he'd been loping circles for 30 days, and he just never made a mistake. The horse was perfect from day one, liked to work, and was a thinker, and came in here. He started a little rough, maybe first half dozen races. I think he was using a little bit more of the racetrack than he needed to. And then after he got lined out, the rest is history. I think we all know about Muniz.
Well, thanks, Orlando. And time now for Les and I to get back into the handicapping. The races here for Friday night. We still have races 5 through 8 to talk about. At first post 7 o'clock here on Friday, 6 o'clock on Saturday. And again, depending on how many races Santa Anita runs on Sunday, our first race on Sunday, roughly 30 to 45 minutes after the final Santa Anita race. But race number 5.